Objection!
Okay, it's time to end Turnabout Big Top. 3 questions need to be answered. Who killed the Ringmaster? Why did they do it? And how? I think we can rule out Max at this point. He didn't do anything. Ah, your psychopath saviour has arrived. I think this trial is going to be a bit of an eye-opener for Regina. That's nothing new then. Every silver lining has a cloud. Please, just stop. You were slightly more likeable when you weren't making awkward jokes. Where's Ted tonight when you need him? Yep, I think so. Unfortunately, however, at the end of the last investigation, Franziska walked off with probably the most important piece. That's not a bad idea, you see? Mo's not bad all the time, just 99.9% of it. You're right, the court is now in session, and as such, I think we should just go over everything we've got. Profiles and evidence. Starting with profiles. First up, we have Maya Fey. Poster pilferer, burger eater, and somebody who likes to call the dead but yet doesn't understand magic. Here we have someone who does understand magic. Max Galactica. He's accused of murder, but he's guilty of nothing more than being big-headed. And, I suppose, hitting somebody over the head with a bottle. And here we have that somebody. During the night of the murder, Ben saw somebody dressed in Max's clothing go towards the plaza. But was it Max? Dick Gumshoe, a guy who gets paid a terrible salary just to get whipped by a teenager. And this is that teenager, Franziska von Karma, the prosecutor I'm facing today. Apparently, she's going to do whatever it takes to win, to exact her revenge on me. The victim's daughter, Regina Berry. Everybody seems to love her. Well, almost everybody. The victim, the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry. Now, everybody seemed to love him, so finding a motive for his murder is quite difficult. But throughout the course of this trial, we should be able to work out why he was killed. Ugh. Everyone's favourite. Lawrence Moe Curls. A very, very unfunny clown, and it's truly a tragedy he wasn't killed instead. Acro the acrobat, who unfortunately lost the use of his legs 6 months ago when he was attacked by a lion who was attacking his brother. All in all, very suspicious. And this is Acro's brother, Bat, who is unfortunately left in a coma at this point after being bitten on the head by a lion during a dare with Regina. Alright, we're done with the people, so let's move on to the items we have. First up, I've got my attorney's badge, just to remind me what my profession is. And then of course we have the Magatama that doesn't really come into any use here, but during the investigations it helps a lot. And now, a crime photo. A picture of the crime scene, let's take a look. Next up we have Max's unique silk hat that was left at the crime scene, which is actually quite strange, seeing as it contradicts several witness testimonies. These are the papers that we found inside the ringmaster's room, relating to Max's enormous raise he got about a week ago. Now we have this poster due to Maya's handiwork, shall we say. It shows 3 famous symbols that Max usually wears: the cloak, the hat, and the white roses. This is what I was talking about earlier. On the day of the murder, before it had occurred, Max clobbered Ben over the head with this bottle. We have a map of the Very Big Circus. It might help us out, so let's check it again. Just before the murder, by the circus entrance, Ben, or Trillo, saw somebody wearing Max's clothes walking towards the lodging house. The ringmaster was killed just outside the lodging house near Mo and Acro's rooms. It's money! And everybody at the circus has money problems, but not of the financial kind. He likes to steal anything shiny, including rings and attorney's badges. This is Leon the Lion, who was shot 6 months ago after biting Acro's brother Bat on the head. Apparently, rather strangely, as he was biting down on Bat's head, he was smiling. We have the victim's autopsy report here. Apparently at 10:15 PM, he was hit on the back of the head by something that caused blunt force trauma. And this is the box the victim was found hunched over when he was discovered. Even without anything in it, it weighs 20 pounds. And inside the box we found a small seasoning bottle filled with pepper, and nothing else. Apparently, according to Regina, the small seasoning bottle comes from the cafeteria. Recently, the defendant Max Galactica won an award. This is a photo from the award ceremony. Now this is very important. It's a note written by Acro and placed in Regina's pocket by Acro on the morning of the crime. It reads, "To the murderer, you haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet at 10 PM tonight at the Lodging House Plaza." This is a close-up of the bronze bust statue that was given to Max Galactica during the Grand Prix award ceremony. It was meant to be kept inside the cafeteria after the award ceremony, although we haven't actually seen it in person. And that is that. So, we are now ready. Let the trial begin. Presumably this is all to do with what Acro told her. Oh gee, I wonder who it could be. Oh, that poor sod. Yep, it's Acro. And look, he brought his birds along. Aww. Did he? Did he really? Here it comes then. What you witnessed. Let's find out. It was just after 10 PM and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Well, to be honest, Acro, when I heard that, I thought you were lying. How completely irrelevant. Strike that. Yes, exactly. There is no way that actually happened. I don't believe I'm going to be presenting anything right now, so we're just going to have to ask him a few questions. Specifically on this statement here. Oh good, that's what I thought he'd say. I'm afraid there is something fishy with this latest bit of testimony. You see, there's a contradiction.
Objection!
This one's pretty obvious. If Acro was looking out the window and he saw Max fly by with his silk hat on, then it doesn't make any sense because the silk hat was found at the scene. Ah, what are you doing, Phoenix? Picking on the handicap now, are we? No. Although, to be honest, if it was, that would explain a hell of a lot. Oh, go on then, I'll answer your question. I don't think he has a grudge against Max, and I don't believe he was dreaming. So I think Acro is actually the real culprit. Having the best wheelchair in the room? Murder, of course. I wonder how they would all take it if I said I was joking. Yes, he is, but that's what Mo said earlier. He's used to putting his life on the line on a daily basis. A silver? I don't know, are we? Did Acro have an accomplice? No. She's just trying to set me up. Of course he didn't. Yeah, what do you think about that? I suppose I should probably come up with some sort of theory. As long as we take it relatively slow, step by step, I should be able to work it out. Wright, yes. I can't trust anything that came out of his mouth. Right, well, due to the nature of his handicap, I think there is only one place he could be, really, without assistance, and that is his room. He's still as calm as anything. Anybody else would be having a bit of a breakdown by now. Phoenix, I think you just got shut the fuck down. That's a good question, because I don't think I've quite figured it out myself yet. There's no way I'm backing down now. We've got to present evidence. Well, let's see. The murder weapon itself wasn't actually found, was it? And I actually have something in the evidence inventory here that wasn't found either. The ringmaster died from blunt force trauma, and this looks quite heavy to me. So I'm wondering, did Acro throw this out of the window? Come on, you gotta admit, it's a possibility. Ahaha! Haha! Look at his face! Haha! We're getting close. Exactly. I'm sure he's pretty strong. Yeah, accurate whip there, Franziska, well done. You stopped me from saying something pretty silly. Has he forgotten what testimony is? I wouldn't be all that surprised. Well, if he did, it just wouldn't be as fun, would it? Here we go then, another witness testimony. This one is about Acro's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Are you sure about that? Okay, right, which part of this do I attack first? Let's see. Could have lifted something the size of that bust. Yep, okay. Strong upper body, working as an acrobat, only my legs were injured. Yep, that's fine. Lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. Here we go. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. I don't think so. I think probably some of you have theorized that perhaps when the ringmaster came to the plaza, he wasn't carrying the box with him.
Objection!
You've got to keep in mind how heavy it is. Because of the size and the weight of the box, he probably had to hold it with two hands, one on each side, one on each handle. In that case, when he was bending down to pick it up, his head would be in roughly the same place as the box. It sounds pretty crazy and, well, it is. But it was all planned out. No. I just explained this. The size, the weight, or the contents, which is the most peculiar? Well, they're all quite peculiar, but it's the weight, really. Well, I think that's some of it figured out, but there's still a bit to go. No, but you could. We just explained how. Oh, well, although I never saw it there, yes, I do remember. Ah, yes, that's right. He actually has a good point here, but I have a little theory of my own. Well, let's think about it. What's in Acro's room? Or rather, who stays in Acro's room? Money. Yep, it's a bronze statue alright, which isn't brilliantly shiny, but what he's holding... Look at those bad boys. Oh, he's gonna love this. She couldn't find it either. Accident? Well, I don't know. Maybe he was just looking through the pile and found it. Yeah, Phoenix, that's what I said, okay? Stop it. Flamboozled! Now that's a word that doesn't get enough use. It might not even be a word. No, I didn't forget that at all. In fact, it kind of fits. Alright, we haven't got concrete proof of this yet because we haven't found the murder weapon, but let's just assume that he used the bust. I believe in Moe's testimony he said he only saw the silhouettes of the people. And so, when you think about it, yeah, that's true I suppose. The bust doesn't come with a cloak. You know, quite a few people don't really like this case. They consider it probably the worst of the game, and I think I do too. And I think it's mainly because of this next bit. At this point, we're assuming that Russell Berry was wearing Max's clothes, including the cloak and the hat. So, yeah, kind of. Although after what you're about to see, you might not think so. There's a lot of suppositions and conjecture, but this kind of does make sense. Yeah, this is where the magic happens, alright. Yep. That's my theory. Now, I'm not saying that that isn't possible, because it would be, but I have a problem with it, and I think I always will have a problem with it. It does explain this part rather nicely. Yep. It's the best I got. You know, I'm gonna have to side with her on this one. Really? I think I'm a step behind in this case. What's going on? Oh shit. Yeah, I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. What do I have to do? What do I have to show him? What have I yet to explain? Oh, I think I know what it is. Haha, perfect timing. One of these days I'll sync it up just right so that Phoenix plays the drums on the desk. Oh no, not again. What is she talking about? Okay, wouldn't that be because it was snagged on the bust? Or something? Ain't that the truth? I don't think so. Right, yeah, that's a good point. But I don't think it's something I can't explain. Okay, the ride hasn't ended yet, so in the next part we're going to be discussing Mr. Dingling's motive. I'll see you then.